Question number 20 says if 3/7 is expressed in decimal form, what digit is in the 19th decimal place? Well, there are two ways that we could look at this problem. One is to simply turn to our calculator and see if it gives us any evidence of a pattern going on in the decimal places. And so we enter 3/7 and we get 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4, 2, 8, 6. Now, at first glance, there really doesn't seem to be a pattern here, except that there may turn out to be. So we have a 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1. Up to that point, we haven't had any repetitions. Now the next four digits are 4, 2, 8, which seem to be a repetition of the earlier six numbers, six digits. But then it ends in 6. Now, instead of ending in 5 as we would expect. But this is probably just a limitation of the calculator there, because if it were 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1 again, as we saw in the first six digits, then if the calculator were only able to deal with 10 decimal places, it would round the 5 to be a 6 since the next digit was a 7. So it appears to me that we do have a pattern here. It's going to go in 6 digits. And so if I were to continue that progression out, that pattern out, then I would see this would be 24 places here. I would see that the 19th place would in fact be a 4. And so that would tell me which answer it is. Now, in the event that they had asked something like, what is the 232nd place, we wouldn't be able to, or we wouldn't have the time to write all that out. Instead, what we would need to do would be to take the number 232 and divide that by how many digits are in the repeated section, which is 6, and we would get 38 and 2/3. Well, what that means is that by the time you would have gotten out to 232 digits to the right of the decimal place, you would have gone through 38 complete cycles of 428571. 428571 again and again and again, 38 times. And then you would have gone through 2/3 of that. Well, 2/3 of that would be two digits. And that would actually be the number 2 in that case. So when we got to the 4, we would be 1/6 of the way. Got to the 2, we would be 2/6 of the way through a progression. We got to the 8, we would be 3/6 or 1/2 through another complete cycle. I'm sorry, and I did make a mistake. 2/3 would not be, no, 2/3 would not be 2/6. That would only be 1/3. The answer in this case would not be 2. It would have been 5, because we would be 2/3 of the way through another cycle, and so the answer for 232, the 232nd digit, would be 5. Let's just keep up the idea here. For the 7th digit, we would have been 5/6 of the way. And when we come to the last digit, we would have gone through, if it were 38 and 6/6, it means we have gone through exactly 39 cycles, and we would be on the last digit there. So this is the way that you would do this in the event that the number was, that the decimal place that you're trying to find is too large for you to just write them out again and again. So we recap. If you're looking for the 232nd place, you take 232 and you divide it by the number of digits in the recurring part, which is 6. You got 38 and 2/3, which means you went through 38 complete cycles, and 2/3 of the way through the next. 2/3 of 6 digits would be 4. You would be in the 4th place then, or a 5 in that particular case. Okay, so hopefully that helps on how to work with a problem like this.